it wasn't Lauren's decision. The NBC head dude, I know he didn't like our gang, me and Farley, and
Oh.
They had a winning cast there, and you had been there for 5 years. You probably would have stayed 1 or 2 at least, maybe more.
Maybe I would have never left because, well, I'm not good at saying goodbye.
Although now regarded as comedy icon whose career transcends in the few years he was a main cast member on Saturday Night Live, Adam Sandler was actually fired from the show following the 1994 to 1995 season, and here's why. But before we get into that, please feel free to subscribe and hit that like button to help our channel grow. Saturday Night Live has produced some of the greatest comedy names of all time since its premiere season in 1975, including names like Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy, Will Ferrell, and Tina Fey. Though most non-Adam Sandler SNL cast members exit on their own accord, as the cast enjoys a significant level of fame for being the center of television once a week for a few years, the bigger stars tend to branch out on their own and begin successful movie careers. Adam Sandler began his stint on SNL in 1990 after mostly taking small roles in TV shows and movies, as well as performing stand-up in comedy clubs. Sandler was originally hired as a writer but was brought on as a featured cast member the next season. Sandler was notable on SNL for his original musical skits, memorably his Thanksgiving and Hanukkah songs. He also enjoyed starring as the recurring Weekend Update character, Opera Man. While most fans believe the exit simply allowed Adam Sandler movies to enter the public conscience with Billy Madison in 1995, in reality, he was fired from Saturday Night Live by NBC. Sandler claimed that the NBC executives didn't like him and his crew of guys, particularly for some of the distracting antics he would pull behind the scenes. Sandler kept a good working relationship with showrunner Lorne Michaels, who likely couldn't save him and his fellow cast member Chris Farley because he was already in hot water himself just like Adam Sandler. SNL had received extremely poor ratings the past couple of seasons, so NBC was ready to go into a new direction to revamp viewership, which meant shuffling in new talent and kicking out old names like Sandler and possibly even Michaels himself. Following Sandler and Farley's departures, SNL enjoyed a new era of comedy in the late 1990s with fresh talent, from Will Ferrell to Tracy Morgan. SNL is notable for several dips and peaks in viewership, which means many cast members who don't get much recognition or may have outstayed their welcome are let go. Most of the alumni that went on to enjoy significant film careers left by their own choice, which makes Chris Farley and Adam Sandler SNL firing an outlier considering they remain two of the biggest names in comedy. Farley tragically died of an overdose in 1997 after the release of his cult classic film Tommy Boy. While today, Sandler continually brings in audiences to his newer films like Hotel Transylvania, Murder Mystery, and more recently the surprisingly bleak Uncut Gems and The Grounded Emotional Hustle. While obviously a tough pill for him to swallow at the time, Sandler being let go from Saturday Night Live may have been the best path for his career in the long run. Following the acclaim of his first post-SNL films, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, Sandler's success in movies under his own production company, Happy Madison, has gained him one of the most celebrated comedy careers of the last 30 years. Sandler seems to now be in good spirits about the way he left SNL, considering he continually casts his former castmates Chris Rock, David Spade, Tim Meadows, and close collaborator Rob Schneider. Adam Sandler also made a triumphant return to Saturday Night Live as a host in 2019, reviving his songwriting skills as he recalls being fired from the show in the opening monologue.
I was fired, not rehired. Well, it made me sad and blue. I told my boy Chris Farley I got fired, and he said, "Sandman, they fired my ass too."
As previously mentioned, plenty of SNL cast members leave on their own accord to pursue bigger things in the world of film and television. But there are plenty of other big names that were fired from the show just like Sandler. Their names are so significant, in fact, that it seems like being fired from SNL can actually be a better way to make a splash in the industry than leaving quietly after several seasons. Robert Downey Jr., Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Chris Rock, Sarah Silverman, Damon Wayans, James Flake, Michaela Watkins, and Rob Giggle all had their time on SNL cut unexpectedly short. All have gone on to become iconic comedians and dramatic actors in game-changing various films and shows since their SNL days. This could be a coincidence, but it's clear that being fired from Saturday Night Live doesn't mean the end of a comedian's career, and is often a springboard for more widespread success.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more about some of your favorite comedians. Until next time.